Atiedwam ewo Peace 104.3 FM so the platform odoso puyo ade doso ensempudium amanyosam abrabom nsam asetrem nsam ane amansa hodo so nsam ane se hodo bi ade a ane ne hia na ya kese the cardinal wone na pamfo our the platform dwumadie so wo Peace 104.3 FM adwoada ne ukwada nwumre biada efri no nwotwekopim nondu the platform ewo Peace FM ensam wasisie de aba de akro ade de yatia ne de yehunu ni nyina ne wudi na apreto ane ne sombi na yensiai na banu so a ebia the platform chire wadwene bi Ghana ya my Ghana de sia nwumre so ya mamunyina djubie mama kwa basum dwefie Peace 104.3 yana wasugu so wutie no ngotweka sebona kogu sene edwada ne ukoda bia ne ye no ngotweka sebona kogu pe na wani tu ase besi nkonwa na ye di Ghana nkomo anwumre yi memfa atseda ene entiasronko ma obabi a wuti asumdwe fie Peace e di afri bia no nyakopo wonhyira papa se radio stations ne doso na so do de no atu Peace na obeti Ghana nkomo radio stations adwumadie mu kura mu na moto apeti ma de hye wa chichi ne bencheye dwumadie bi odu na bobo ano no mo nso aseda ne bi enkonfama mo na wonhwe munyina no ka ho bi na the platform ehema interbiduafo chira omadwo wo studio no wonso adwo nkyere na odeba ebetoma ya gibre na ya kenkan ediama wodie no fafa WhatsApp line 0556700700 so 0556700700 faso nko ade why not ya be kenkan de ama dodo sanse platform de wo ka ho bi ena dwumadie ehema test line SMS obetimi so the WhatsApp message no afaso why not ebetomu nko ade be gibre na ya kenkan ediama na nsema da bomo so nyimre ya gibre na ya di won ho enkomo ene se Chief Justice Saudi ni dibra konkon ho de Ghana fo nyina ne masem na yegusu asem kura ne ye kan ye nka nwiye afa Supreme Court judges bi abre bi atwam okura no empenifo yi to na nanom won sedo na osere ni ba ko ka ho be ye mfinhia aduonum 42 years ago ni enya asem ketwa asem yi asan asori aba na Chief Justice say osere ni no kura na ye no wofa na kwan ye nam so na ye di na asem be ye di na asem na ehun sem no animre ye beji hu nkomo na amani pa bi kura susu se we say no ase kamia kwa se aban yi wa hyeda pa boapa se ne edane bo se bo se den ya CJ also di dibreto ho enti na kwa bi e be fa so di dibreto ho no ye do be fa so ma do dibreto ho animre yi ye si nkonyo ye beji bre na ye di hu nkomo na nyakopon ya do mo ukode wo ye ni mu yi na aban yi se wa bra na wo bonto ana ye Ghana fo ni masem se anisodi hunu ba ko a wogina so pa ka kire Ghana for se Ghana for hweso nto aban fama NDC 24 economy no aman for se aban ba ya che 24 economy no kra yente ho asem yente ho nkomo na aden na NDC munda na die ma Ghana for hunu se ampa bo hye na mo kan no madi so aban ne se nyakopon ya do ma wukuada nia oko nia obawu ye danedi 24 economy no uda wukuada ye pa ho ntoma ye de na di na dwumadie efrase nintino yenso wo twen yemu ekina ebinada ne ade kyen wukwada de enhyeda ni akiri bia asa ye behwe se ne 24 economy no ye da na die no ho nsem ebekọ ediafa na galamse dwumadie nso atiatesi wo man papa ene chese aban na ni abre no na galamse fo nso ni abre ene government galamse tax force bi nyakopon ne di wo ho afofie anka galamse fo ne wo mo anya sem papa anwumire baji bre na nyina no yedi ho enkomo na mpenifo ye no musim konwa anwumire the platform so urumanyafo Kamal Din Abdullah enkane no ya ambassador ema Saudi Arabia obekasa ewo NPP amanyuko no edimu urumanyafo Daniel Ashama ono na ehwe akire se penyin kwankyere for Complementary Education Agency enkane no ye buem emrahye bedwani obekasa ewo NDC amanyuko no edimu mpenifo mienu yi ena anwumire ye no mu esim konya won so ka ho bi wadwenkyere no fafa 0556700700 so 0556700700 faso nko ade a ya beje bre na ya kenkan edi amount ene nkonwa sie no eye ekuomiensa NPP NDC ena wo ahunso utie ewo fie na wonso de no aba betum nko ade a wo ka ho bi na ya je bre wadwenkyere no na ya kenkan the platform so ena utie the cardinal na ya okese watenase ye twe ho abataw ye bank ma twetwe bi frase asomdwe fie Peace 104.3 ena wasugu so utie ye twe ho abasisi a
Bring me baby, Pabwa Ghana, Ghana Bayo, Menuaro, so brebe kabi, Abuagana, Nagana Beyo, Eyo, Menuaro.
The platform, Apramen and Yapani Pompeiso. The platform, the Cardinal Nana Yaukesi, Son Sonchi, Ason Senchie, and in Senchuia, Eko Batako Bramai and Sinukoso, Atwa Petiaman Timfi, Asansa Krokotiako, the platform Suni, Asisin Konya, Sisia Ja Amatran Konya Trenufua, Brana Yaukesi, the Cardinal Tiajamu, Ewo Peace, 104.3 FM so. The platform, Odoso Puyo, Adi Doso and Sempudium, Amanyosam, Abrabomunsam, Asitremunsam, and Yamansa who was on some. And it's a wood will be idea. And in this year, Naya Cassie, the Cardinal, one in a poundful. Our the platform to be so. Wo Peace 104.3 FM. A Jordan Ukweda Numre Biada, a free no or Chokopim Nondu. The platform, our Peace FM. And somewhere is here, the Abba, the Acro, and the Yatiani, the Ehun, Ninani, and Udina Apreto. And in a Sombina Yansia, Nabanuswa, Emia, the platform, Chinawa Junibi, Ghana, Yamai Ghana.
Batana, Yamieshra no da, Wamanu Niama Penny Nala, Nawamano.
Abusia me mamunyana jo edamase se mo de afidina to asei na sabria make say akasima aduonu enson na abo nonkron peace 104.3 dwumadie edit the platform said the onim no yede the platform bro dwada ne ukuada bia bra no twwe kase ebo no akọ na wieye eframe nana ya kese obetimi aframe the cardinal me na me di the platform dwumai eho chiame Patricia Zefafisha Prince Bafo Asamoah Henry Kwesi Minka and afi Man Sadat omuna hihye da bia na medi ho chiame mobia otie mi anadwi ajo eda wase se odi afide na to ase a utie the platform ena nwumre ebenifo amene wo mo ebetwetwe nkoma nwumre eye onumunyamfo Daniel Asiama acting executive director Complementary Education Agency and afi osan ye former MP or a former MP ewo Buem constituency afi kane Ghana bande no si anemu nanu ye ewo Saudi Arabia His Excellency Kamal Din Abdallah na nwumre ono so ewa ha laji wa ha me no ebetwetwe nkomo na issues na that table no so ne yeden sese aye ka say yenim se omei temu afo pani justice arabasaki tokonu yatwena sensen na no obeye nsentwofo hia mu se kwan ayede no fa so no emu oya adumako be fi na ka se mu oya na nsomakonim mu oya papa enen so eye moja dansefo da mata sd e ka mata esa moja dansefo mo ne from mata es no na moja dansefo e wa temu adwuma mu Ghana ha emfi aduanan mienu ne a emimfo ipa bonefo e kire o men high court atimuafo miensa ne besi nne ya hunu wo mu biom saada ne de eye dabone ewo Ghana yabakosemu a yempese ebi ebesi biom na some amfo obi sa ne say na se ebre bi aba na atemuafo miensa wa sra ni pani ba akoka ho ya chi o ma bo mutuo ya na yesi ma bi nsi biom a ena de head to chief justice eno so ye ne democracy kwan so no ana ba ko de yesi fanse na ya asrafo de enti yetumi chi ko bo utuo eso obi antimi nchi ko bo utuo yesi ye ka bimam kabi enti no kebimam kabi de bi no eno na yesan de chief justice enam so ya na de chief justice e komu sesi no ene nipa bi a ene atemu adwuma nye adwene na omo no empesa atemu afo ho beto omo no e wotwa ka bi ana ebi hu nkomo anwumre Ghana ban se nyame yadma o chenachi ukuade ya ena 24 hour economy no nhyehyɛ no obeda na die na ban se ohia 4 4 billion Ghana cedi ansana 24-hour economy no etumi aye adwuma 4 billion na enu achi no galamsey galamsey na otwe awie ye na yese oswafo a ono na hwe kwaye ne odmankoma bobre mu niam a ode adom yen so wate task force omo na nkuntia galamsey afa de yen nkote a yese party so say NDC party ne wato e mantem say what minister paade na wuchiri enya adwuma ama omo so ate task force a omo so ene minister ne de no edi besi ani edi minister na ate task force no ena party no so ate anti galamsey task force na yesi nyame nko a na fafie nyasa nka na otwe wi ye nka ya ante asem de ewo atoye mantemu mi tumre na machiresie ansakra na matoa enkomotwetwe no so ene the obonkrata bebiri edibai so far Ghanaian publisher or say government galamsey fight hit by rogue task force sa eya meka ho asem ya o asema meka asisi ye eno anu no the Ghanaian publisher na me boss no mamenko Ghanaian Times so eka ho asem ono so kaya ono say Lance Minister unveils secretariat to coordinate efforts at cracking down on illegal mining. Daily Guide. Small scale miners cry. Okay, yeah, no. Enonko, enososonko. Second one, no, I see. I'll say Daily Gist rather. Probe rogue anti-galamsey task force. Miners tell Mahama. And now Daily Guide says small scale miners cry to Mahama over illegal task force. Afe over the custodian. Miners call on Mahama to stop illegal task force. Minyeyu, the Daily Banner. Lance Minister averts bloodbath between anti-galamsey task force and illegal group. Enzayo, Chronicle. Lance Minister averts bloody clash between National Anti-Galamsey Task Force and alleged illegal task force. Bibiri class na wahaka ho. Tenese na the Obonkrata no cheche mu no. Na kan the Obonkrata na omo say, every minister na task force no. And the nipa bi nsusu a wo ye party for say there be minister no o ya bo mo no aduane ato agu. To omo so bete task force e dey ahwe omo minus no so. And the task force na minister na te no cause omo koye adwuma na anti-galamsey task force so e dey ahia omo. Asemu sankomo ye bedi sa galamsey fight ya na ehu se hanabisi ususo oh Charlie. Hannah Louisa Bisiu. Hannah, not mistake too much. Hey, me who are there? Me think who are there? Me tremble. Me say na dia once no also dey. Me videos say tremble social media so after me Hannah me say call another page number who say video no be a shade on it na hey see asoma me to moye in fact me video man who say Hanabisi o I tell me ko kan you know you na who say Hanabisi o adan or China for we galamsey hey Yehovah nyankopon tumi ade nyina ye ni a ope na oye udin no honam se Yehovah you've done what no else can do And I'm say na be super. Ana jagoro na ye ni abiru. Ye ni abiru ati. Na obi say de hu ye ni editu galamsey ase. Madam jai na water gas and so water gas kwa ya sha da lunch omo a commission omo kra ye hu so now one woman show ready but I was afan asem na me many agents anya asire samo se o hwe de galamsey aye Ghana asase pa ho galamsey o hwe de aye Ghana asase pa as we speak out menka say galamsey shase aban we abreso no menka say adam ye nipa monini intimi nka sa da but obia nso ka chem say aban we buy galamsey no de na ho no esi ho a bi nka ho anase tu atwa say nipa nso se no hu ono so nya no kwafo se kura de me say omo de anibre na ye I say test bi em de obabu mpa o say na otwase na hu say ne nkwa ne na etia nti o de anibre kese e na ese niema ha masa forest ni de gayo se de nya asam kito o me say ebe 5-10 years to come no mo hwa ye nya ba bi no nidi da bi e be do adidi ye nya bi seriously ye nya bi but it is what it is come on here ba be di na nwumre yi e what the platform so e frame na na ya okese obetimi aframe the cardinal but answer na mention come twetwe na ase no Professor Mabel Otibuadi se me nyina na namu na menda obia obeta na chi enro akwasie ase kanka ono a ne papa nom Professor Charles Oredu afei Prof Kokwa Sante and afei Professor Amponsan and penifo na sorry so for ni kunu oh Mr. Otibuadi akonta hey akonta the chop love akonta oyere do for so da wasewate nyame nhira o enti Professor Mabel Otibuadi so obi obeta na chinro akwasie bia nyame nhira mu nyina odamase a esada ora baziama
yes sir
majo
ya ja openya ti say
oh nyankopon adom na nso e
boko
congratulations so
thank you misu me damase ne mompai bo any dede amaye ama onyankopon atie nyina mpai bo a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say oh batampa ana ye friend say beba bra na beje juma bi na ye mami ana ye magana intimidanase
did they know the man
Executive Director for Complementary Education Agency ekanino na ye
non-formal education
that's right but say no yes adi ejuma ataba miensa abeka literacy nti abe 9
okay
na samra no ye no 2020 emra me be free parliament last dying days nti sai juma no na ehwe nkoda ebi omoye enjankaba omuni obia in the primary towards JSS that is complementary basic education for from 8 years to 16 years sa ejuma koi SSE enhwe omo na omumbu omo wo mumpotem na omubu omu we are through their language skills and then your facilitators no na one on betumi ato school so no na ya pion masa go back to school and am penyufo so a omanyi a ebi omu ye omu ejuma omantumi anto school so but enama ewiase aye timu nde no MPP for na account digitalization ni bibia ba e bia opeso di dwane bibia obehia abrofo kakra ni mathematics so that is the literacy aspect formally non formal and the SSS enkita no then move to the skills training mmeranteɛ ne mmabaawa bi owie JHS a wɔntumi antoa so ankɔ secondary school onyiba aban ahwɛ sɛ saa population no increase ɛna research di ba sɛ saa nipa ko ekoko a mebubɔ sese no about 3 million ɛna ɛwɔ Ghana sese. Are we going to leave them? No. Nti na nado aban time no na ya yen hihye no na ye de aba say let us find way to cater for these persons, provide them with skills. Time we dey one community school, me community school. We did continuation school.
JSS.
Me be we secondary school no and na mo di JSS for e de be bataille ho. So that continuation school actually prepare girls or ladies in house chores, how to cook, how to sew.
Just as me a kitchen.
But mu ye no is good, but it is more practical. Theoretical.
Yeah, practical pa.
Then now you catering.
Catering.
One home science. One etie for mutie mi no. Ye ka say oba call home science a. Ebi e catch us say next week no be ofufo within 30 minutes. Into be pebble di anyway local all those things. And I am be maso ye pam mpaboa.
There be made
enya di nkra nya botre na me nka nkyerɛ wo ye Jesus bema nya botre
na me ye course no wo
me kyerɛ wa de na wo susu no ho nkwan
na me de a me ye me ka kyerɛ wa wo se me ma anye
sɛ ye papa Rollins na di wo de no bae
na sɛ me na me ye nti na me ka kyerɛ wo no
me kyerɛ wa de sɛ ye nka continuation school wo ka na osuban we nti ndakra nywe kwa wo be pre makonja adanti na osuban ti sɛ osu no sa bia we pre
madam for no
so you realize that those skills are very crucial. In there you engineers or krumha by a besidan yes yan kofa de one of my chance na esidan and contractor sorry inti these guys are anam ranteni mbaba wa omunyiba no the nation have taught it twice say they need skills in sanwe juma hwe nde se be kan kra pop e wo Ghana ha ni nyina se hwe a togufo emrante e na eyemu more than half omudin sanwe juma di from
there is a reason to it.
Yes, there's a reason to it. Could be economic reason or migration.
And your economic is not migration.
And now Ghana for suro say na yetare selling.
Ghana for no kano kre.
Ghana for no kano kre. So it is a canker we must cure. Why identify problem? Because maybe why identify problem? No? How do we solve it?
And to opa also share adwuma se formal pa na o ye adwuma pa o de. O ye commissioner research into this. Nebi sa man for say ebi asa o adwuma bi say ye mason, carpentry, POP ni ade. Na o sa foreigners yi e Ghana ni wo ho a. Why na o de be ma? No be say enya ngonga se be 7 out of 10 be ka to say om de be ma foreigners no. Because ono no de adwuma na mana o gina adwuma no so anopa wia ne anwumre 2 weeks wo wi adwuma wa na okọ Ghana ni obetimi a tena ho be wa ma no nu be o se ma me awu me kwa yi aba kwa yi no ba o se me na no ye frem se me na nzo awu wo
so you have identified a very crucial problem.
Brem scan na me good research about in here.
These are some of the things we have to cure. Then finally remedials. This is the fourth one. Obia we JSS or person called senior high. Say Abama Kwan say JSS for omuntro remedial. Who is going to teach that person? Aban says obinmu omu district no sa. As I say there, complementary education agency for no yen hwehwe mu na yen per study centers and centers enfamo mu na yen kyerɛ mu ade na omuntoa omadisua no so. Yes, me can fefe say, but Obibeka say mantida. Yes, the law was made in 2020, but she said the operational legislative instrument. Yenya enti enu na ye medjuma esimeni su dindindi. And our workers ankasa omuye juma no. We need to migrate them to the public services.
Ni public service on.
David, nti say no. Almost salary no o share obi a beka cho say my year Juma 10 years, 13 years, no promotion. And that is the characteristics of non-formal. Would you due to what now to ho? But adiache and our buying Susan who said we need to move such persons into PSC. Na omunye Juma, then your promotions and everything
yes,
monitoring
yes,
through Public Services Commission.
Okay.
Ye move on fanko na omaye Juma no. Inti enu na egusu. Aside that, the act has given us the opportunity to seek for donor funding. One or more war paper, Sombeboa, UNESCO, Luminous Fund, and UNICEF. They are there doing their best because books cry as I said the curriculum and saying church for books no emamu. Right now we are doing 4 languages. Enti ebasa we will need support. Aban susu yendi de pa, but enso. So now my task is, much as the foreign donors are supporting, we'll be writing proposal to the local ones too. Ebia our constituency and our district. Those say constituency and now say politics there be our district. You know. There are a lot of children of this sort. Ebia boy na ya si center no amomo. Ewo our district. Do you get me right? Because you care for them. Now yesu ye the facilitators. Any district officers no. Edi abua sa enkoda no. Amoma bra bosusu no. Ayeye edi abom. Tia wani se enu ni ejuma aban edi mami. Ena me boss kra any Honorable Haruna Idrisu.
And you say you're acting executive director.
Yes.
Complementary
board.
Complementary Education Agency.
Yeah.
But send only abnasifa tie pa na mbisa abnasifa onya we na mwanwa. Wa nka ncha abnasifa.
So say June ya muntie nche ya abna wo de fa chemi nche ya enti ase be ye dwuma aye dwuma kura dada. Aye dwuma dada. Afi we de meye no show
e say yetin da
yetin da o de sem dada tire o de
yetin da abasi fa ufi
ka jame nko bo ba jasem di o ha
meja o de meja ma men ka meja your excellency
nana ya the cardinal
at say
we there Nyankopon adomo ya papa enyina enka se ye hoye na se wo apomodia wo ade wo nkwanso a wo ade and I believe say once ayetimi ato anamo abahanoma ababeto one o producers ene wo dwumayafo in good shape here just say bibia nso ekoyie ama enyina na de aka na aka de aka ne say good governance ayehwe NDC for call round koye campaign share bo my promise akese no eka say MPP die ye ba say ye ba bo man na ya ma say ye ba ye dey echechire man ama Ghana fo nyina je omotu ato aba man ene light bill since omo buy first one na cost 14 point something %. Ma santi say omo san mana cost 2 point something % aka ho. Ene me no kase nsuo akosoro. Me no kase ye say dollar above for so ko bisa prices of goods and services in town. Prices is kwa na ekosoro. So yes, God has done what he has to do for us and we appreciate and praise him for that. Now, the aka na aka aban no na ewo se omobo moden eye omodwuma abetima boa ama oman so asiye yenya aboche kakra mo fine after mo first budget yi na ya say a cha na ajo because as we speak ye wo June ending today July. It tells you the 7th month of the year no and a room nisa. I pray and hope says a Ghana is here Se Ghana so anko yie nso a ana enko yie ma ye nyina. So it is just empire na be mo bibiara. Na yen ka kire mo say bo mo ahye no. When you promise, you ought to deliver. Now, promises that no, they must ensure that those promises are indeed fulfilled. Me sure say you were ensema eguapono so anyumre ye ba beka ho asa na me boaka the cardinal. And just after this introduction, you betie sim ahyasie akeka akọ nsema edapono so ahwe ne ye betima aka afa ho amagana fon so mutie the platform adwumadie yi edi home faso and contributions almost one. I believe they will text in or call in for such contributions to be given. But nonetheless, the platform has held the fort for some time. The platform actually said, indeed, we are resilient. You are ready to face whatever storm that will come and make sure this program becomes a solid program that will inform people, educate people, and if you like, entertain people at the right time. And the mammo abasopa ni ejumafa moye. Isaac no wahifa.
Isaac cool Jamie.
So anyway, but Sefa Fish and other team members are not doing bad at all. I think the platform has actually chalked success, and we need to continue to praise you for the work you have been doing. I mean, for now, that's all we have to say. We just pray and hope that things go better for all of us.
I must say. On our summer, I enumerate the 3 issues now, Mamo. Suspended CJ and 42 years of DC, you know. And government to launch 24-hour economy on Wednesday. And I think Galamsey fight and matters arising. In the next 15 minutes, me pese me tie the obeka. Onkwan na wo ho kwan se okasa.
15 minutes.
Patch of 15.
Oh. Cardinal Odomio.
Papa.
Oh, Odo dia tintim papa. Obi mami message binu mami kana ye nyina entie.
Osi de.
Osi MPP supporters, I greet you all. Now that you spend less on fuel, CD is stable, power is stable, and market is good. Are you not shy? Oh, so we need to say no, Kasem. Omukra na di power edi akodi IMF conditionality.
Na stop say am na okay.
Nya botre. Me 15 minutes do men say no me paucho. Ma me wo me fufu. Ma na me di no sa. Eni mre nkwan. Omu no mu di ECG energy sector edi akọ IMF conditionalities. Emra mu kita dawru okro ha ton say e-levy mu tua. And the yenko the IMF biom no omu G e-levy no we no omasa ko IMF. And then Cardinal na ye ba mi ba ofie ha be kasa ni nyina no na ye mi nwanwa say ana makuma tu say e ka buburu jana na do bogu ye be di atua ye na do nam ha eka Baumianam ha eka kanu foreta de menka onu de eka no eguni white mu ni nkoso musa. But look at what is happening in Ghana today. Positive brains are at work. I know everybody has brains, but say what we are seeing is positive brains are at work at our financial sector. Are you not feeling the exchange rate? And nothing a 24-hour economy. So it is an industrialization policy coming. Proper industrialization where we are going to use what we have to get what we don't have. And it is going to be based on agriculture. In such a way, say, Ebeboase will be able to manage the external shocks. Cardinal the external shocks are maker. Say to me do a bro or meme. Abro doswa. It will reduce the importation of maize. Say to me do mu ama mu doswa krom ha. it will reduce the importation of rice, which has a negative impact on our city in terms of exchange rate. Positive minds at work. Say ye to me don't kukon kiti koshado suwo meima. One esa kote mahabo se okotwen koshia stima di baye. Ye ma ye ken tenso na ye kobro na hafu na novi region bebia is central ni eastern. Bebia ye benya koshia ni nkukwato. And that is the beginning of industrialization. And Nunye Juma Yeba launch on the 2nd of July. And I was in one of the meetings at Mpenyufo Mukita 24-hour economy. Say, don't say it is Mahama. Say it is Ghana. And I agree on that. Because the first say, oh, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Nedi 24-hour economy. So are we going to say that he leave the office 4 years time, and that time will be free office? No. Now industrialization, now mana. So we as Ghanaians must take charge of the program that is coming. A tracer said, "Diani wo fear, nkodani eji, ana nkodani tumijipa." And we have realized that industrialization must start with agriculture, because that is what we eat every day. That is what we wear every day. If we can expand the Ghana cotton, where we can get more fabrics, we know that this fabric or this cotton is going to feed the factories. And these factories are going to employ Ghanaians. And these Ghanaians are going to get salaries. And that is what it means. Into this industrialization strive, we take it step by step. And we are looking at projects and products that can enhance or make positive impact on our nation's economy. Simplicity. Because you can imagine, Senanado and His Excellency Otihano, Omutumi kofri abroni mu, ECOWAS eduani awaye to 27,000 metric tons. Ya kofri eduani. Kadina shesana nsosi twa Ghana ni ekita kentia kofri eduani abedi. Yantua kakura o. Yantua ko maja ako. Afe na ye ba bedo. Andisi ababa abedo. Na ya kotua 27,000 metric tons. Abroni emu a ya kofri. Adenti na yetumi eye omanu sa ebro mani ni masi aguye hu ni masi. Today you see the food inflation is reducing. Inflation itself is coming down. It gives hope to the what? Foreign direct investors. And the dollars are coming. And we are getting it. And positive brains at work in Teno. You see what is happening at the gold board. And now you can say, okay, illegal and legal what? Security guys were clashing. Yes, I agree with every Ghanaian offer or call on the government say, yeah, be found. Yes, we must do something about that. Because we cannot afford, say, Ghana nia oye ne juma pepepe. So nususunya ni sikanu. Obia tax force for be Ghana government tax force. Any illegal tax force ako clashi. She amount for machines. Sell money amount for sika. That is not good enough. So I agree with every Ghanaian who is calling on the government to do something. And I would like to say that you should do it very quick. Because onipa dasani ni trimu, you cannot know the reason why this is happening. And if we are able to manage our mining sector very well, and we channel all our gold through the gold board, we will always have the forex. Because the gold no commerce ami demfie jumema. Na wajiwusika emunumu hwa. Na nusunu Ghana ban edi akọ. Otoa na waji dollars ni pound sterling no edi abegu ho. Edi ama Ghana dwadifo papa. For which they will be proud of their country. for which we must protect them. And Kobati say, Nana don mubra, obi to me ye juma di nisika kotuwa. Na kano forata yiri na jinisika. Sika obeton dro kronya. Amamu weya semuna ye kan. So, people are feeling good in this country, but sustainability of the good is what we are working towards. Esese juma ye yen, etum ponsa. Because you know something, Ghana 4% ye juma, fanuse tomatoes, your papa ye waha. What we are bringing right now is to manage the production and supply levels. Say fanuse papa ye duani, every day they use tomatoes. On second I need to also season way they made of tomatoes. So the next season on no. And it makes these multinationals, they import vegetables from other countries sometimes. So fan supplementing what they are doing. Why can't we open up? So we look at that into the 24-hour economy. How we can sustain production, how we can sustain supply, how we can get food to eat. All these are businesses that will bring money to people's pocket. It is not a child's play. And one thing I check a Ghana for, because these policies, projects must be well programmed. Mina Cardinal Fanu say you are into what? Fish farming. So where is the fish going? Who is going to process that fish? How continuously and correctly will you supply the restaurant that is using your fish? This mentality is an industrial mentality. SSA yen fantu yen mutrimu say, hey, sausi ube yen kuko, sausi ube nye mpata, sausi ube do tomato sa. Make sure say, put this industry into your mind and continuously you must supply them. And where there is a need for government support, it must also come. Government is mindful of that. Say, SSA yen supporter, continuously we will have it. Irrigation must come to play for us to eat good food. So there is a call for money. Yes, that we must use. And to me, Saskanu Senka Benya Kra, as a set yenu na yemfanye juma. Na yemfanye juma ama obia anya ejuma aye. In this life, what brings money is what we eat, what we wear, and what we use, and where we sleep. We look at that. Do we have those things in this country? If we don't have, how can we get them without importing so much? So the 24-hour economy is an industrialization vision that is going to work for us. Looking at Chief Justice in 70, Papa Bakwa, no, a former director of Ghana Law School, or Fred Ansasari. Is it Kwame Anakofi?
Maybe the first name, but Ansasari.
Ansasari. Metane chipa se, or say, Sir Edu Loja, Omusi Omunko Edina Sema, Edi bad memories, badia. Oh, they can change it because human is human. I agree perfectly. And I was afraid on the Chief Justice say he should apologize to the president. And I was say, Niente Okasa Assembly say, the Afro Barometer echere say, Ghana for do say, Omunji, the justice system endi work omeimu. And you are the Chief Justice. In the way we are Chief Justice, I suspend you. Unu sakoso maika no ekase and a justice system no enye. So what do you take the Afro Barometer for?
My man press conference one can't does a justice system of Ghana hanye. One can't me was 17-page speech no reading. There be mankase mamina ka tie. O say nyamu ye no nyina no enye. Is that not the justice system? No. That is different from the justice system he's talking about. That is it is what? That is different. No, it is what? Listen. Onu na ye
atembuafo penny wo man. So if you go and organize press conference and you are bastardizing the same place you are coming from, then what about those who say that they don't believe in justice system? That is the question I am asking. Onu na ye chief justice, true or false?
The difference.
And onu susu sabe kase judges are pomani weni nyina obom we di bastardize omu. Who say we ye chief justice unji omu ndinu? Who should believe them? Is that the way you act? Media mininu ni asem bia asem nu ye di asem no, but things that will put us in a bad light, those are the things I've heard and I'm also pointing at. Asem nu ye di ye nyan wiye ye di we kra anhwe kra na esa di akonya no ma enti se we weni nyina we esa di akonya no ma wa na wo betena so akodi ye because asem nu ye wiye. And as I say, in some fin na oh yeah, there. How do you call crocodile in a language?
Denchem. Denchem.
Oh, one some fin now did denchem atom. Yeah, that is what we are looking at, and we are learning. Yeah, yellow, but yeah, lawyers. And yeah, one of man siakra, anyone on person musialonu, they should all know. She should know that we are learning. Because she told us that law is law. And there is no article to me point out in there say, and no committee no any constitution. The law is the law and the law. So people may make noise, but the law is law. After the law no debate to open so yeah. Please, media committee no onkos no nye na edwuma na omu wi omu edwuma so omu wi edwuma no a omu si ombra mbeji akonja no a onu angote na so omu si ye wi edwuma no nipa fufro susu enje akonja no a nipa no nkote na so you are cardinal, you are not here to worship me. I am not here to worship you too. Ghana must be served and Ghanaians must be served, and that is what I look for. So it is on this note that I wish you a very good evening. How many minutes more for me?
You've done 16 minutes, 28 seconds.
But you give me 15. Why didn't you stop me? So thank you. And all those listening to me, I say a very good evening. When I'm to me, time His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Mami Jumano. Midam asinu mumpai bo obia ka ena yenya mashama ena kadi na numu ka obia bena numu ka ena muzi o nti yenya maushi
ezonya pozo anga jira bena
time bi bedrukra na madum phone just said but me bompai susu ama wona omunya nyeye se onyankopon embo amu menua Alaji Sorogo.
Hey, Amadu Sorogo.
Yes,
my man Sorogo
bompai amano oho Okomeka batobaye wakoye ejuma abua. Alaji Sorogo. Onaba tabua de. Eni nyomu kika mintumi mbo mudi ni nyina no. Mi bompa amomu se onyankopon. Eni mi nua kwaku buahi. Ha, kwaku buahi.
Oh, ambassador to.
Oh, embassy B. Abeche ye ka. Yeah, go away. Kwaku, what is say?
Now, embassy B. Embassy B. Abeche ye ka.
Embassy B.
Embassy. Brazil embassy to Ghana.
Brazil embassy to Ghana.
Brazil embassy to Ghana.
Ambassador to Ghana.
Brazil embassy to Ghana. France embassy to Ghana. French ambassador. Report to Hono. Kwame send message I catch on say and that's an tie.
Kwame tie kwakwe. Yawo ambassador to but any embassy to
ambassador to Ghana. France embassy ambassador to Ghana.
Me pacho bo voice ni bi.
Eja ku me nua kwaku mambani mesrew eja ku de hunu mo ba me why. You're chief of staff. Ura Julius Deborah chief memo adwo minim so ho ye pa chief oh minu akwaku mo ye ne den munya akwaku bibi ma me wate mesrɛ mo akwaku de mo hwɛ no ma mo ahwɛ na be ha
na galamsey no wajaye
aro e galamsey
na me ka say video bi wo ho no ma o ka say nka mo wini a o me ma galamsey akoso pa
ba wan ka so no ye bi
ana say na o ka say o be bo bi ma o ma na galamsey a
enkyerɛ sɛ ɔno ye galamsey
na esi opanyin na otifie ma den
nkwalare na nka no
ye ka na nka wefo a onka ho enti na me ka say galamsey no wajaye nya nipa say ono se oba beboa ama ye galamsey
you actually guys am pacho mo chief mesra wo we dem pacho kwaku de mo nye no bibi ma me why me nua kwaku bo ha mo nye no show ma me na anya sa de kwaku de
now chief our friend in there friend Samuel executive secretary to the president
me pe chief
Cletus Mahama Calistus Mahama from no mum na
on the onya madam
na the cardinal
chief na madam
we dem ma me sanchao na ma chada ayedin atie menua Honorable Shama ena nsema waka kanyina o shall say free 24-hour economy ma men shall say free honum so kakra bi ameka fa ho esan say eyo policy na Ghana esi ya meka earlier on say Ghana ekoyi a ebe koyi ama nyina na say Ghana so enkoyi so a saa so na ebe ha nyina so the cardinal first of all yemma Ghana phone ka hu say enye ya first time a yebe hu NDC aban ni Debi 1992 na ye NDC ekosi 96 make a fourth Republican Constitution 96 to 2000 na ye NDC 2000 up to 2008 MPP and now NDC stand by from 2009 to 2016 then MPP came and now NDC again now the cardinal Ghana for mutie menyumrei we have done about 30-something years of our democratic dispensation. Now this constitution we ban no be candidate yen nyina betuma we ahunipa or the policies are indeed pragmatic policies are or to honoma ebo Ghana for of course
in the 33 years
pragmatic policy. I'm talking about any administration that comes to give the policies pragmatic. Administration ben a buyer or the policy buyer. So policy no share. Indeed pragmatic and realistic. Sana me pa no. O ma penyin ku fo buyer. Ya hu the way the economy went. He started with HEPEC because Ghana was actually somewhere else. Or free HEPEC no. In the course of the HEPEC, wealth creation was made key. Businesses were opened. Banks increased. Loans are the maye. We had what we call public transport system, Metro Mass, which was good for all of us. And today, up to date, is working. We had what we call the capitation grant, good as working. We had what we call the National Health Insurance Policy. Honorable Ashama say I can card crash in the bottom because on time I'll be to my hospital. True that, you know.
Since I can't a national offense, you know, NI no so.
Identification card.
Ghana card no so.
And I'm going to say so must synchronize it. They have brought all together, and that. So I'm trying to tell you policies that have been so good because before even the emergence of SAR NHIS mechanism, not cash and carry a problem. We consulting rumor. Yes, if I was sick at 2 hands and only Dr. Kasa. The MPP General Ekase Ghana for Debbie. We cannot be going through this. Sabi, we here for them, and we brought all these policies. We saw these are pragmatic and realistic policies. Ekoyako see Nana de Donka Kufado. Before Obebakra 2008, and or the first contest, promises say Ghana dache ehunya. Enkwala Sabi omutimi we JHS omutimi nko school esan se omawofo niskanti no ne buta ese oba inshallah obema sa akwala na ontimi nya school nko skanko tua for admission no obetua fees na ma which was the free SHS. Pragmatic. Or by the first budget in 2017 March. No, can say I am adding free SHS to my budget, and by September I will roll it out. And pampa or yeye. Osan Junho can say Adriane food security was very important. Santino, there is something going to be what we call planting for food and jobs as a policy. Ask yourself how the agri sector got the boost under the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And this is for Etiomu. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, Okwa Probo. Okachire say our discotheques shall run 24 hours. Discotheques. My name is discotheques they run 24 hours and I run it because we had the name. Okay. Because President na Momo.
But some su kuada number launch into why
I've read a bit of their policy thematic areas, you know. There are 3 main thematic areas. I'm developing my point.
Okay.
Or say our discotheques. That was his concern. No.
Only here party.
The president can't say me can't.
Now they don't want out here.
There be some me can't some naba. Ne nipa okasa man no kasa mafo. Ofosu kwache ebisa no another one of the radio stations say 24-hour economy, what will it be like? No, see enyumre bia pe wache kura to abege wache bia to. No, bisa question class say after 6 chrome how bit man you watch ato. Na NDC ba after 6 o'clock you can get water to buy them say hey sir that's the 24-hour economy. Honorable Black or me for the foreign minister say TV super yebisano hey no to papa so sa want me explain it. No wonder say Honorable Ashama Kasano what you know kai or say Ghana for munya botre na 24-hour no dey a che dey na etutu no ma yi ansa na ba ye. I thought, say, if it's a policy, it's a well thought out policy before it's even mooted, before even implemented, before even the election. Enka our discotheque statement, you know, enka our watcher statement, you know, enka pudong, okay pudong, huh?
Hey, I tell you some.
Oh, pudong.
Akwano fidi jatano.
Or say, you see, lions. Hey, NDC. Dr. Pudon. Me say NDC for the end they grow chroma sama. And then they kwa launch here. Almost say almost 3 thematic areas. First, almost almost what we call Grow Ghana. Or say Grow 24. Sorry, not Grow Ghana. Or say Grow 24 now. Second one is Make 24. And a third one also a Grow 20 as a friend saying Show 24. Grow 24, Make 24, Show 24, and a 24-hour economy. Those are the 3 thematic areas. Now the question I want to ask, Grow 24 no has to do with agric, if that is what you are talking about, which Honorable Ashama here has even confirmed. Now maybe so feed Ghana policy now more the buy any Grow 24 no, what is the difference? Look, let's get serious in this country. We don't want policy duplications. Feed Ghana our budget. You are telling us that 4 billion Ghana cedis. Akwa koya odia. One kasa what's our launch be say feed Ghana. And now we are and then the all the policy and also say Grow Ghana. Say Grow 24. Look, let's get serious. Let's get serious. Now we are or say Make Ghana make and also no air manufacturing. Na air factories and air barbe sisi. Na maybe so 4-year mandate ye the 2 years and now 1 year basic factory by and a manufacturing area. Adentin na muko scrapo out of your policy driven vision no. The 1D 1F policy, lofty policy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, which was to partner with private sectors. And now, as a Central region, you see Eco-Juice working under 1D 1F. You see one of these things on your pastries almost working. Very good. You say a lot of factors. I am asking a simple question. If we are building Ghana and we want to make it 24 hours, what policy have you put in place to ensure that these factories ever continue to work? You are talking about make 24. And at the final one, also show 24. The show 24, no only me almost tourism. And now we call Ghana culture, containing no now they are called Amanone, now they and a 24-hour economy. No. Look, let's get serious. We are also open 4 billion Ghana cedis. And they are administrative work. Because 4 billion no more can't say no moment the factory. Make Ghana no before it. One can't say containing your and also number yet. I don't really see that policy. You see,
the more reason you will have to wait a while.
Look, I am telling you, from discotheque to Wache and from Wache to Pudong, any normal ya omodisha say no kwa say bibia. Na on that score, let me end with this one. Unim say, if a nation or an economy doesn't have sufficient energy, say money energy, and you namukania, your 24-hour whatever policy is what is in shambles. And ye, and me, and see. Do you know that? Now the question I want to ask, since John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency Baye, Dumso eti saying. Dumso eti saying. Light na ye kase light is so. Street lights cry a problem ye. Yeah, can was them. Mo share bo e wo manifesto mu say we are going to set up what we call Street Lights Authority in Ghana. We have not heard anything about that authority. Muna mo share mo bo. Go and take your manifesto. So if you don't have sufficient energy and you are talking about 24-hour economy, who are you deceiving? Muamu kachere say there is no money. That's why the mudi D levy ebaye dumso levy. And I'm say Iran Israel war onti. And now boy am Ghana and the Ghana from between 1 cedi on every liter. And your reason for doing that was that you wanted to sustain energy. If indeed you couldn't do that and sustaining energy will be a difficulty, how can you achieve your 24-hour economy? Look, let us move away from rhetorics. Young cast and Magana Fontier, then ye debt.
24-hour economy now you're launching Ukrainian electrics.
Pudong, rhetorics, they're rhetorics, I'm telling you. Pudong is a rhetoric. Lions, when I pay lions, Jamwa quiet attitude of Muefi. Nothing for lion about it, your fee. Let's get serious, please. I'm telling you, I'm getting serious. Ghana for and Hannah make us say NPP from Besramo. NPP for say back together with the good works we have done. Forget about internal bickering and then hold on to each other. Then him say, look, President Kufuor can assembly last week. Party office. Or say, Nanaya Timi call new plan, say Okofaka Kokumasi. Kamal also call new plan Kofaka. That was wisdom. Patricia Sefa Fesha, Subeko new plan. We don't know each other. But Yenina will have one commonality, Kokumasi. Patricia bet you on a ticket, met you, Miss Metu, Snakamu. Whether me Pamempo or Tehame Pen or Mempenu or Pemasa or Pemasa or Yenina Kadim. And there was wisdom in what he said to us. Or say that is MPP for you. Now, if the car moves, your prayer, all of you, say, Manyakupon ma unkwashebia entway. Manyakupon ma kanen say, Nyakupon fire called Drew Kumasi assume. That is the prayer of all of you. Meanwhile, you may Nanaya may not like Kamal may not like Nanaya. And now someone in Amutikanim. No, I see. That is why I am reiterating on this. You see, every political party is a going concern. More grow, no more mistakes, no more correct, no more. And I am saying that our father, if our father, the lives of President Kufuor, have come to give us this wisdom, I want to beg you, whether it's Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, whether it's Kennedy Ejapong, whether it's Brian Champong, whether it's former energy minister Boache Jako, okay, or whoever emerges as our presidential candidate, Mestre, young fan say you know new plan station akwato ticket na kam. And let's watch it. Today they are telling us say about 9 regions we only have 5 MPs. It's true. It was as a result of internal issues. To the extent say Adansa Square and Ashanti region is not in our hands. A lot. So best sremo party for mutieme. Mumfa be antunchen. You don't need to like Kamal to work with him in MPP. Because sa pudong ye kwa kwa de jata fo jata baba titi jata ofie no de. Ye mpe jata se obeba be chi ye nkola awe.
Anyway,
Discotheque na ye ba be anapa ye say ewia mo building here ase ya na disco team come 24 hours. Me ni e bia be rent bi. They said I didn't say it. Ewia bia disco. No mo so kwa. That's NDC for you. So if you are saying you have Feed Ghana and you are going to have Grow Ghana, I don't know where and where they are going to meet. Explain to us properly. Nana Yao, finally on the Chief Justice matter. A very sad day for us today on the 30th of June.
I count 3 minutes.
Yes, I will use it. Okay, Koba.
Because 3 minutes don't be
and I'm in fancy. And 24-hour economy. No? Until say it materializes. Until say you are implementing ama energy ewo ama economy ne ekko. Me who say eye enada. Eye dien. Eye enada. Eye Ghana funds so yenye Johnny just come. We are not going to swallow hook, line, and sinker. We are ready and we are open and poised to watch whatever they are doing. NDC, the deceit is too much. Stop it and do get to work.
Man Sadat.
The cardinal.
Man Sadat.
Na no.
How much is it?
Na man for chiro madwen papa. Ghana for kasa. Na Kofi Tete e de ne dey free South Africa no de betu mu kane. Enti WhatsApp for ne die nie. Enti Kofi de na me sha ase.
Kofi se enya den.
Ah na Kofi say ono de Chief Justice on fan to sebi ne go to dwem. Na ohunu say come what may. Ope wo mpe o kono de wo so wokọ. Enti nka obe kura mpa ohun ma ne makura enya foma ono ankasa na o ma enya foma Ghana. Na ontimi nkontem na Ghana adwuma no entimi nkoso. Kofi Tete e dey free South Africa and we dey sabe tum wo. Na Lamtekin Rashid e wo tema Gulf City. Wasina na wochiawo na wose wo the late Amatekwe na otekwe Teshi na we PNDC member pa no your former president Jerry na Danfo owura Kojuchi Katanso no ye yonko pa na ajajefo na ye kom ho asemu yi nipa bi kwachi wo mo no osina opanyini na onimu pa na nsa wom sabre no egi ho gadwuma yini na wabra ye chi no no yede no kokopie mu e wasem dibia no jaja wotena na asem so ohun na sa judge no so kra no say o kan ko say connected dot no a say isi say na we die
Sara twa sa asem
no nipa bia re ko Tikin Rashid mame komanim o say na ka say anwumre me cha papa o say President John Dramani Mahama o say na wa sha ase na wa sha ase yi na me de mesen say galamsey no wo hwe no won so ano enya saa na mo nimbo obonya galamsey ni be se nyi na ko basan so de a ene na kamia ko se wanya hwe nti mesre say galamsey no wo hwe no won so ano Romeo ni Comses Ghana o say o chia penye kwanchere for de kuna no ru alamte na wo so o chia won so papa Lord ni e wa wo shi o say na ya wo chia wo na anwumre wo say Ghana no Ghana ya hwe ya nipa bi ya joma na bosu wo say free say ayi abansisa bai no hu ni say nipa bi agitumi na boso no mo pe eno mo ditumi ni ye nti media me ka say omohwe no omonye ne sefata nyesa mabru ni ti akire hwe mabru ni kiko mo ho anhwe a omuntumi enso ano wo say a word to a wise is enough won so de ade betu mo Kenneth Ajay odi no na nakwa mo abo atena Blekuma Central de cardinal nwumre me chiao na wo say Mr. President John Dramani Mahama say Chief Justice suspension na wo de amano no won hwe no sesa na adwen na won fama amedwuma ensa ema ne biem na judge for me ensa so to na mo won se den so no yara ho semo a wo se Nyankopon won ka mo ba bi obi bia wo bia wo munam for Charles Worten Assistant Secretary Hope for Greater Accra na kwama boaten odi ade betu mu eno no Komesa Plateau do make obenya constituency o se 24 economy ne die me de me hunu say 419 President John Dramani Mahama bo sha hye nyina no emu fampo nya nye nti hwe na yema Ghana fo wonumenya fo na wo me wusu next Greater Accra Regional NPP women organizer eni wonumenya fo David Kankambo du NPP National Chairman Hope for Komesa Plateau wɔse wɔkyea Masa Wood Kumase Bantama wɔse suspended chief justice no adwuma no deɛ wɔyɛyɛ wohwɛ sɛne yɛde adwuma no hyɛ ne nsa bɛyɛ mfinhyia mmienu ne kakra ni mmɔden ba waba na kyɛ sɛ maame no ɛfi biara ni ne ho na yɛyi nadeɛ so a ɛbɛyɛ ɔman Ghana ankasa no na kyɛ sɛ yɛabɔ yɛ nase tu nti ɔno so srɛ mpanimfoɔ sɛ yɛmhwɛ na maame deɛ mfa ne dibere ɛnsa ma ne biem former KM boss onumanyamfoɔ Sampan no kuka wɔse wɔkyea mo papaapa wɔse bra so sɛ Ghanafoɔ nyɛ sɔre wɔka mede mehu ne sɛ MPP any NDC omuntimi mwa Ghana me de menya kro mpa nka yentro modiko foforo anase yempa independent candidate bi na nka yento no so aba na se makanda se nka be yakra doctor or se kwam despite nka ombra se independent candidate na nka beto ma ne dodo esanse MPP ni NDC omumwa yakra Kofi Dako free California and wadi ebetu mu na na yakese anwumire mecha papa asere wani se hwiasafo na platform ai deja wo se hwiasafo ne mpatemu wo se na unim bibi President John Dramani Mahama my disappointed with mu papa modern bono enso mani na we no ase yaton ye color TV and ye that black and white and Chankoma Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia won ne MPP fo nyina e wo se piao and wadi asoso e wase ho Amisco Spelele Kaswa Republic AK Dr. Bawumia beba 2028 was ajaje for miensa berebi atwa mu moto na no won se de Yakopon fo mu nyina kra ensie ye in fact suspended chief justice so JDM mesrɛ pa sɛ safa ne dibrama ne biemwate na maame no onye n'adwuma onumanyamfo mevisa wa kum se ne kamera NPP National Women's Organizer hope for was here nkyam koma owura Sylvester Tete NPP General Secretary hope for Amisco Spelele Kaswa Republic or se ochia papa good evening na ya kese na medie se meti se MPP for ebo NDC abanyati a aya na yema sefem what is your to aba ne wie ye nkyeye na mommodem bo na kyesa anso ani ntire mo hwekon a Ghana for kra afa so to aba diti amo kyesa kwa on president to Ghana bakosemu Ghana for tuti amo pa esanse katase dwirim no na edoso maba mu enti me hu ne se MPP ni begina ba bi na wo kasa aban ye nkoye bosumi kakra mponi na kyesa di adanse se 2024 defeat no enyanti MPP ani so wo se ohwe enyina monkane antumu no so no a eye nkane aban no mo hyehye ye pa ankoye nti ena nkane antumu na ba esanse IMF nhyehyeye enti aban ni bibia ye enu nti ne se NDC forecast MPP forecast enyina monkane antumu na aba no NDC na wo hu amambo no so a enukure bia nim NDC fo nso de waka no mo nkyere ma Ghana fo hu ne se enkane na ban hyehye bia oye ya na IMF ka ho no nti na ne aba ne sei enu nti no Ghana fo nyina ehunu bi onumanyafo Dominic JCMC wasa municipal was watch up papa teacher Abu Sehwibuako and wodi we free ya wodi ebetumu was it say care is not taking pa NPP based in opposition for a very long time because who kwan ya MPP for nam so na omu communicate of later enkoyi edi adanse say kwan a omo de Ghana for so be atwamu no omo nyanya no ho tumi no a na MPP che say omo ani so omo hwe omo akasa kura fie kwa mu ntimi nsiesi mu eno an say tumi nko a to say MPP woni de yafutuo so omo anhwe ya eni anhwe opposition no mo betina hono ma che papa o say MD Christian Mines na founder Sotifi South Youth Project odomanya for Isaac Dauda enchanko enfama mu nyina kwame na acidity ahafo a kire nsu ya eno wode we nso edi betumu na ne akese afremi Kofi Boateng wo gomwa ojobi wo say eyame say aban no ohwe ne modembo a eso ani anesa na wono de won fa ne nsankyere bibia so kra no CD no obetima ka say ne CD na ho de abam no edi adanse say aban na ebo no ho modem so far so best bibia no ho no mu a aban no bibetimi aye no waka say ne modimbo nso ani sidi ne nkwa modimbo ntino edi adanse sa ampa aban no adwuma no ano wo se ncha nkomo batampa aida adwo ase edu MP ayensu ya no adwuma ne de osema me wuye bi won patam ho enti wo cha papa Kofi Blackie won so dia wodi ebetumu eno no good evening na akese NDC communicators ne supporters no wo so mo ti asese tu media se bi ete se nantwe bodua se ne yanka nantwe ne to anche no enka konfo ne nsam da ayeden abasisa beba abasisa ba ne omu yeyi se edane na eba wo so ai mo Chief Justice pa edie pa na waye galamse ntokwa no ho anka SNDC fo ani bire no omuko no Chief Justice na wode ma ho de nyina kusini so wo so ne de ne bonjo so kenke buo yese ne ma bo abafo na so still I ma fom dada no a Patrick Edifra Salaja en wode ebetumu Baroski aseserewa NPP media communicators no wo se obesere mo papa se mummomani enna ho na mo communicate a mo communicate say na beto Ghana for akoma so wo so owura se dun ketia so no so hu ni say tumi so no omo ntena so enche dan ya abiri be so a tumi be dane a ne awiaye ye no sanso na nsu be ye wo se enche ankoma JFK na wo su bempa inche so constituency chairman hofo and wo de no so ebetu mu na na yakese adwuma de wo ye bi de abomada Ghana o se nyakopon nhira nwumire Monday ni ukwada de platform entia Madam na was unu team nyina no me chamo papa NDC omuni bibia edema Ghana for se Ghana for nkasa mahu ne yeko na ne yaka MPP ne se ombeko mu ho abom se MPP etimi unite a easy so ombetima gi to me de every NDC nsam wo se NPP will come back to save Ghana. God bless MPP. Okay. Okay na opese wo kire no ano no na ne awoka wanse hai me nim ne opese wo kire ho no mo wo se Ghana nko a na seed no stable a fuel prices ye nshadante so na utility bon so ekosoro no na yede no wo se won ti ase Joseph edifice hwia okrum and wodi ebetu mu mansa that chana na yakesema me papa na me pese president John Dramani Mahama on the beyan ko declare state of emergency wo de galamsey na yemfa so ano legal ni illegal nyina no yemu obi anfo na dwuma to ho no mo asa yema ne 3 months pe na won fa nhye mining sector ni ye na entimi mbo anya sa say ya de ye bebre papa na wo si chief justice asem so de media misusu say the law is the law is the law yema law ni nya dwuma na obi a emfa ne de enkoda wo so ne de no orumanyafo ahyama wo say good government indeed matu nyina monkane abomu 2 times in 3 months and to cause a good governance dey pan orumanyafo pese wo kire wo say how many Ghanaians especially the youth and your former adwuma so far enti say obi eka say aban no bo no homoden a wono de wonte ase man about Steven Panta village wono so ne de odi betu mu no akisimi ba Nshiraba Diamond say hwebekwai won so die nie o say great job NDC government no obo no homoden papa NDC ba ye hwese na economy na ye hwese di no se ne Asia stable won se hwese na ekromo asi adwo na eneme koboko se nyi we pa na Ghana for pa na de bebiem orumanyamfo bright asamo abrefo MP bebie ne anwa so bekwai wo se wo chia papa akisimi ba Nshiraba Diamond won so dia odi ebetu mu eno no master planner junior kentampo si chief justice talk no onye boni bia ni statement ne kura obekan no na wo kire se ne ono kura no ne ede ye no wachire na Ghana fo nim no pese Ghana fo hu no na sana mo nto no otu ye no boni be no wai wo ho president ne yakoso no judicial coup entimi de mesro pa se hwe ni twa so ne awde ba se hodom no vacha me ntimi nko hodom adwumre akisimi se hwe be kwai wonso die ne bebie ne anwa so be kwai olumanya for brighter samo abrafo wo se wo chia no wo se NPP mo anka se na motum amna na mo anka se na mosie me ho na se ne musulu two country we no ete se nya nkola akodi obi mango ase na omo tete eno na ne Ghana fu ahunu no wo se president John Dramani Mahama ne na aban amba anka enim se pan na ne koso aban mu MPP mo ambo Ghana kura akisimi se hwiba kwai wono so ne dia wodi ebetu mu eno no Gastiman edifibrekum wo se aban no NDC aban eba governance a uhu se oni clue kitekete kura mpo wom debia dede nko a na wote won fremum uhu ni se amamuo na nkasa de nya de omoye ho adwuma bia wo se yehu se dollar no agina fuo no so no eba fom na so niam border so ekosoro eno ne yede ben a ono so bisa sa Gastiman Birkum was we need Baumia to teach them how to rule a country and now they no so ebetu mu ankoma Foster edie ni achim ayire bi achimansa achim bi ani was galamse you need there are who papa o yes Ghana natural resources ni na media mesrem penifo se emra okrum ha ye mambra no enya adwuma enya sa galamse no enyai me maame ura Rebecca Ntiamoa na ye ni 24 October nti ankoma Foster fa so asie yie nti ankoma Foster ne namfofo ne nabusua nyina no ayiyo no ana ankoma de afa hayi na ya okese na small chicken no okay na was small chicken no kwa be no befa so obenya ne de ono so otwen o na once ne nsan ka bi obeka obehu ni sampa NDC nkokon nketenkete policy no na eyentro kwa be na yebo a edifri Santa Maria en wodi ebetu mu na kadna made a message party MPP say omo nye focus na omo make sure say internal affairs no obetuma rectify nyama yi na atumi abo omo na omo atimi abedi tumi so omo pede a na wo hwe NDC aban so the 6 months performance no so enhye na nya bad kra enema koyi dan wonso dia odi ebetu mu eno no Martin Jan ejeso do me abra Chief Justice talk no me so misusu se wanya boni bia nti Ghana fo nya ne yensore ne yenta ma me na chi me ma me ante akua agenkwa ewe sanse bontefu wonso enchia soronko enko enfama ho tina na omo do de fa WhatsApp no na matimi ati nyina no edi afiri ho nti SMS fo ne de mo de beti adwumire yi
mate me da se man sadat afi kama wa say na no ba sia man so ewa ha ora ba sia around 2 my time na kan mama 7 minutes I mean
na some okay say me ba nka me 3 minutes na aka no
there be say me the best around 2 no mama I mean na answer o atra se acha ma no mpacho
Cardinal.
Yes, Honorable.
Now, Ghana for you see a theoretical policies and a practical policies. Sure. Exchange rate no. I know the any policy na. Say every you say fiscal policies. Exchange rate any policy. MPP for. Na mimbisa digitalization akochi ye penyi baumia ewo airport no eno enye policy. How did it fare? MPP for. Goal for oil. His Excellency Vice President Baumia etam ye go say odikosisa oil no. How did it fare? Why should the World Bank tell him to stop that? How did it fare? Otam ye gold the commercial brokers. Omas had ye gold as a interest. And then before you call that policy? Oh my goodness. PDS no net is saying. Say cry from say mumbra na ebu nkunta mu dwane obia e ja friend no so yare. PDS no net is saying. Amu to me besisa Ghana sika for about 6 months. 80 saying. Planting for food and job. Yeah, tam Ghana billions of cedis. Ediama Greek minister, Honorable Akoto Afri. And a masako free a brony de emu. Meanwhile, you have taken the state's money. Is that not the policy? Ghana for Ms. Rema. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Any abujinapo ye ba besi atwabo phase 2 because we know the energy demands is increasing. Ghanaian population is increasing. So we are going to do that because we have that industrialization vision. Ayediba 24 hours economy means energy. Inti ye di atwabo second phase edibra. Maybe MPP for the Paulugu tomato factory there any policy. Mpenyifo to me cost school we ya edi $11.9 million. Se mukosi eni ye ya kra ni se musi mukosi dam no we sremu. Na dam no wo he MPP for dam no wo he. Na domestic debt exchanger mu ye ya kanofurata yirin kokрафo ajo musika no. Enu enye policy agosi sen Ghana for yes remu niebe we kra bi person me two last question man people for say cathedral no asori dance no enye policy ye $58 million no akofa hin and Ghana ni bia opa take your pen and paper na me fa unko cardinal next week u frame ya I am going to bring you 6 months in Anado's government. Chrono Mwashasi in Temara 5 million liters of oil. NMB before. And then tell me the what? Adia NDC ni appointee aya ebo manika. Show me today. We have talked 6 months. Congratulations to the appointees. Mumfa odo en your ding on mind do enfanye juma. na ɔman no ntumpɔn nana do nya 6 months akonya so a wobetumi aka scandals no ɛkɔ 10 just 6 months ye yanti wɔ krom ha cash for seat oil yanti inda mu sɔrɔ a mu kasa kasa sɛ mu yɛ asorobɔfoɔ bampɛsɛ misra kadi na buamina misa FPP for say eba mu sɛ na ɔmo policy akɔ ti sɛ akɔda ɔhyɛ dross fredity ɛnyɛ ne nansi ɔmo kɔyɛ election ɔmo sɛ ɔmo nyɛ branch election ɔmo kɔ akɔyi flag bearer first asana akɔ ti sɛ akɔda ɔhyɛ dross fredity yɛ ka kyerɛ mu sɛ no what you are doing is not good mu hyɛ dross no yie wobɛ hyɛ dross a na wode afa wo nan ase atwe de aba wo sisi na dross ɛfa ti deɛ ɛbɛyɛ de ahyɛ mu just had no because you know mu be ha Ghana dream. But on a very serious note, I am appealing to all the appointees, including myself, of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ghana is for all of us. Yekase, in 2028 elections, we are not going to play anybody's video. Na yedi amamopa good governance is what we are sending to the 2028 elections. We are going to compare good governance. Inti yanuma yenya appointment. Anyone on benya appointment. Let us put Ghana first. Let us work hard. Let us bring Ghana back on track of productivity. Mo bianco fum Ghana sika. Tisel binum. That is not good for us. Intimidate me bon Yankopon pa amobia. Munye juma na oman no entumpon. Mo anti me voice bioma. Cardinal say
Sheikh Ama.
The Cardinal.
Yes, sir, boss.
And 30th of June. Say da Ghana for yedi I can't say Iroho, right. Esan say judges are yekuomo and they're 42 years exactly. Your former general secretary, men kind of yao. Kobne Japan. Indeed was affected by this heinous crime. Others were also affected. Now, Ghana was at a loss. And now they're near gunpoint. And then the journalist been a kind ask him. No, can say my sword is my pen. And then the say a camera say attack on judges is not more by gun, by pen. The Cardinal, Unim said the first Prime Minister of Ghana and later became the first President of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah. He did everything within the law. But there was everything wrong with what he did. Unim sa. PDA na mo kan ya kan ho asem ya redia kaka Preventive Detention Act ni no all those things were laws. But they were bad laws. Because people died as a result. People's human rights were trampled upon as a result. Akukudam for mu nimde. Omu nimemra e condemn ye. But nothing did he do outside the law. So you can make the argument the law is the law. We are using the law. However, the law says what the reasonable mind sees as law is what is law. Judges are on record to have said, Omono, they don't make laws, they interpret laws. And if the legislature and not the executive law no yeah, it is their duty to interpret what the intent of the legislature was and apply it to what the circumstances are. Mame no, ya mame to kono what she's going through. Ebi mo say, enkeni so kasakra, because there's a law called it should be in camera. And there are various school of thoughts to say Debbie, when the human being, and in fact, the right of that human being is concerned, I often say there is some injustice visited on me. At that point, that person needs to speak out. Psychologists have confirmed it. That a bedroom baby asemra how mu a show mu more. So one kind of outer, you will never be free. What did she say? Me kind my 17 pages of press conference. No. I felt sad for Mother Ghana's judiciary. Then beside me who say, 1992 we had Philip Archer as a Chief Justice. And by 1995, Justice Aban took over from him, followed by Justice Redu, and so on and so forth. Georgina Woodbury, name them up to Justice Tukono. I am taking it from 92, keke. But we are independence, from pre-independence, post-independence, we have had over 26 Chief Justices. But from 92, Ebano, Philip Archer, the entire me kasa asem when he say, me bisawo. The landmark cases, MPP versus GBC, MPP versus Attorney General, name the political cases, strong political cases against Rawlings' regime. In fact, against June 4th celebration. It wasn't an MPP president that appointed the Chief Justice. It was NDC that appointed the Chief Justices. But they sat down and used the law. And told Rawlings in the face and his government say, Ajubreo, etiemra. So I am trying to make a point, say, irrespective of who is the Chief Justice, the law as applied properly, trust me, has no concern about when I appoint who. The woman made a statement, or say my 30-something years of a friend is being a judge, Nobody can point to me say my bribe that. Adeyeti Omaimu. Ebimu ye bisa omo question, have you taken bribe before? Or say as a human being or as a what? But she was able to boldly say that. We are not going to sit here to prejudice or prejudice whatever is going to be the outcome. But you see, when you know you are okay, you are clean, certain times, no will be a push you to come out. My point I'm making is say, no Chief Justice Mabo Muninari is working only for politicians. Look, they can now do the research by next week. Because Supreme Court could find it out. Political cases are called Supreme Court and less than 1% out of 100%. Just that. Now, NM 1% in T, you will say your entire judicial system. Let's be careful. I'm saying, say, whether a MPP, whether a NDC. And the sad aspect is that people compare it. Article 146, and you know, one use to not a letter commission cry, you see a say. Really? I am not saying they do not have human rights. They do have. But you see, when you look at the weight of that position, the Chief Justice, investor community in the whole world are watching. And before investors will make decisions to come to your country, they are looking at your justice system. When you look at contract law, there's this controlling case, NTAC versus entry. Justice Databa and Co's argument. It has given us a classic case. These are companies are almost called Supreme Court for interpretations. And to obey Babe investor or Kroma or help history procedurally. Mo justice system at the same. Let's say ene you better say afa matters are sebi appears frivolous to say you be a Chief Justice. What do you think the investor community will think about us? And we the Badani MPP NDC. Let's get serious. I am surprised. Let's get serious.
Mate.
The legacy we should leave behind is not to destroy our judiciary. The legacy, I will say, you're happy as a country, is to uphold the sanctity of the judicial system. And then, Yante Medicino, what did some of the people on campaign in this say? Some people were saying, say, yaba, a soldier for, and police for, yaba, you munina, munya, and this for. Ebi must say, a judge for, and so much. To the extent, say, there was a comment say MPP justice system judges na doso na yeba yeso the NDC judges beba to balance it. I am saying say if we politicize our justice system and make that justice system useless, then of course we are all going to suffer as a people. Me da wase.
Men so me da se papa.
Kamadin
Abdallah Honorable Daniel Kwasi Asiama and Kamadin Abdallah and Ote Wamunka and then Patricia Sefafisha Prince Bafo Asamoah Henry Kwasi Minka and a man Sadat Omana Shishaya Medi Hochame FM Nana Okasu with me from the Cardinal with the Radiasum Ejamuna.